How is everyone? I'm going to be doing an angel inspired makeup look, and I'm gonna start off with concealer. On my under eyes, I have pretty dark circles under my eyes, so I need to correct that. I'm gonna be using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. And the concealers that I'm using is by Fitglow Beauty, and this one to correct my dark circles was shade Peach, and this one is shade C2. Easier to look in my handheld little mirror that I got from the Dollar Tree. Very pretty. I'm gonna set that with a Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm gonna be using my 14E Cosmetics setting powder. I'm gonna do the bronzer now. I'm using the cream bronzer by Au Naturel in the color Trailblazer. I'm doing it now because I want this makeup look to look kind of natural. So I want the bronzer to be underneath the foundation to look as natural as possible. Kind of more skin-like. And I am using a Real Techniques BB/CC brush. put some underneath. I'm gonna use a little bit of the sample I have of Airy Perez Arnica Concealer in the shade Latte on an Expert face brush by Real Techniques. And buff it into the skin. Okay, now I'm going to I'm gonna do a halo eye look. So we're gonna do the eyes now. And I'm gonna use an eyeshadow from the palette Pretty Naked by 100% Pure. And I'm gonna use this color Toffee. I'm just gonna use a Real Techniques shading brush and just kind of a nice wash of it over the eye. I have some relaxing harp sounds in the background for this angelic makeup look. We're gonna take that color through the eyebrows as well. do too much. We'll fix it later. Now I'm gonna take a Real Techniques defining crease brush. Kinda comes to a point a little bit. And I'm gonna use the shade I'm gonna use the shade Coconut from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. So I'm just gonna get it on the very tip and going to work it in the front right here. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of a deeper shade from the Aether Beauty Joshua Tree palette. And I'm gonna take the shade Tumbleweed. No. Shade is that? Mesquite. And work it in the same place. And a little bit on the outside corner right here. Some right in the inner corner right here. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of Ritual de Fille The Alchemist highlighter. It's a cream sparkle. And I'm gonna put that just on the center of my eyelids because we're gonna put an eyeshadow on top and it's gonna make the sparkly eyeshadow on top really pop. And this cream highlighter is white in color. Now I'm going to use a color from the Chasing Rainbows palette from Colourpop. I'm gonna use this color Eclipse right here, which is a sort of cool tone bronzy shade. Taupey bronzy. I'm gonna take it on my finger because that will give the most shimmer payoff if you use your finger. Going back to the shading brush, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that Eclipse color and just run it underneath my eyes. And now I'm going to take a little bit of blurred lines. It's a white shadow with like gold shot through, sparkly gold. And I'm just gonna put it in the center of the eye. I'm going to take a Real Techniques 200 brush, and I'm just gonna do some blending. Going to take a tiny bit of I'm gonna use a lip, or it's a highlighter, but I'm gonna use it as a lip from the RMS Beauty Luminizer X Quad, and I'm gonna use the nude. It's a cream highlight. Oh, my lips are so dry. The elements. I'm in the dry desert. The elements are bad. take a tiny bit of the Champagne Rose, which is kind of a pinky nude, and just in the center. Going to use the Ilia mascara in the color After Midnight, which is like their black. On my shading brush, I'm going to take a tiny bit of the cream bronzer and try to work it through my eyebrows. Take a little bit more of that cream bronzer. Gonna take a little bit of RMS Beauty Living Luminizer highlight. And that is the completed look. you guys believe in angels? I do. If you haven't seen this movie, it's really good. It's actually, it's not really a movie, it's kind of like, well, it says, Angels in Disguise is filled with true stories that show you why it is possible you have an angel in your life. Are angels among us? Do they appear at random? Or do they have specific assignments? Do they come to save and protect? Or are they merely observing the human condition? Discover what angels are doing in your life and why. And it has a whole bunch of episodes, and it's just really heartwarming, and I love this one. Okay. Thanks for watching.